Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion topic video for the main Walking Dead television show. We are going to discuss so far with the Commonwealth storyline, obviously now going into the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. How are we feeling about the Commonwealth arc in the TV show, and do we think it compares well to the comics? Is it worse than the comics, or better? Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion topic video for 11C of The Walking Dead. This one, we are going to discuss the Commonwealth storyline, obviously from the comic and the TV show, and discussing which one we think has been executed better so far and which one has been more enjoyable as of right now. So, obviously, one thing that I'll make sure to talk about before we get into this is that one of these two definitely has an advantage, right? Because the comics has already ended. The TV show has not exactly wrapped up its Commonwealth arc yet, obviously. We still have the final 8 episodes. We still have a lot to go through with the Commonwealth. And, there's a lot to go down, that we haven't seen yet. So, obviously, when I talk about this, I'm really just talking about a in the now thing, more so than an overall, because obviously, once we see 11C, I'm sure we'll be able to fully say which one is better. So, and it also depends on how they wrap up the TV show version, and if it's anything like the comics, oh boy, I am a little scared. But anyway, so I'll make sure to let you guys know this video will contain comic spoilers. We're going to delve into some comic spoilers as well as the TV show. So if you're not caught up on both, definitely maybe not watch this video. So anyway, let's get into this. So, The Walking Dead comics. Now, I'm going to make this really easy here. I grabbed a couple of the trades. This is volume 30. We've got volume 31. And I will, honestly, this one right here, like, it's not even worth going into really all that much because, we haven't really made it to the end of the TV show, whereas the comics has. So, we will mention this one, but we're not going to go into too much detail with this final one here. But anyway, so in terms of the Commonwealth so far, now let's go over the comics first. Now the comics obviously had, I would say, a major advantage at first because I do think that the group that went to the Commonwealth in the comics was actually way better. You had Michonne here, you had Eugene, I believe you had Sadiq, you had Magna, you had Yumiko, you had so many others. I do actually prefer the group that goes to the Commonwealth in the comics because in the TV show, it was a bit of a smaller group. You only had Ezekiel, Yumiko, and Eugene. And then they ran into the princess, obviously. But the group was very small in the TV show compared to the comics, so I think the comics definitely did better than that. However, the one thing I'll say that they beat is their introduction. The TV show is so much better because you're able to have music, and when they ambushed them in the railroad, yard or whatever, it was so cool. The score, the whole scene, I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to give it to the TV show on that end of things. Now, here is the thing I think the comics did better, in my opinion, and that's getting to the point. In the comics, they didn't stall. They literally were surrounded by Commonwealth soldiers. They took them immediately to Commonwealth. We right away met Pamela. We met Mercer the single issue after, which, yes, that's the funny fact, is that we actually did meet Pamela before we met Mercer. So that's a difference in the comics as well. And I do actually have to unfortunately say, guys, I do prefer the comics in this one way, is that they actually got to the point. They surrounded them. There wasn't this princess hallucination in a train cart. There wasn't this, reprocessing, which the reprocessing I like. But, like in 1101 and stuff, like, I like that stuff. But, Pamela wasn't delayed until the 10th episode. She was literally like, they show up, they're surrounded, they take them there, they meet Pamela, and then we meet Mercer afterwards, So I think the comics did a better job at getting to the point, not drawing out the story, because literally Commonwealth, like, for, like, the first half of season 11, like, it would always be like, oh, we can't see Pamela yet. There's a reason why we can't quite see Pamela yet, and I think they really dragged their feet. In my opinion, I think Pamela should have been introduced in the first half. But, so there's the one advantage I'll give the comics. Now, here's one thing I think that the TV show did better, and that's Mercer. I think Mercer in the TV show has actually been better. I think Michael James Shaw really brings an extra amount of life to the character from the comics, and I think that so far his bond with Daryl and his bond with some of our characters and, his just overall character, his presence, even his relationship with Princess, I feel like they've established a lot better in the show. Because in the comics, he and Princess kind of hooked up, and it was kind of random and underdeveloped. And in the TV show, I can actually say I like seeing those two together. I think they've done a good job. So, Mercer and his relationship with Princess and everything like that, I think the TV show has done better. Now, let's talk about the biggest thing I think they've done better in the TV show, at least in my opinion, and that's Lance. Oh my god. I mean, talk about a character that is so different from the comics. And thing is, I was excited because in the comics, he's the one that interviews them before they get into the Commonwealth. But I mean, he does nothing in the comics after that. Like, unless someone can refresh my memory, I don't believe he did anything in the comics after that. So, I just feel like Lance is more of a threat. He's really a fantastic character so far, and I think he's the best thing from the TV show's adaptation of the Commonwealth. That and Mercer, I would say. But Lance as a villain and Josh Hamilton, what he's bringing to the role, demolishes the comics. I'm sorry. Now, let's talk about the uprising and obviously the conflict within the Commonwealth. Now, some of this I can discuss, some of this I can't, because we do have to see where it goes in episode 17. But this is about where we're at right now, I would say, in the TV show, which is volume 31. As you can see here, you've got Mercer in the crowd trying to kind of hold everybody back, and you got Rick that's kind of witnessing this, which is almost a little bit of what I noticed from Carol in the trailer, She's like witnessing all this stuff going down as the crowd is going crazy, That's what it seems like we're going to get in episode 17. So, I think so far, at least in terms of the uprising and the resist the Commonwealth, and the drama there, and the people going missing, I'm also going to give that to the show. I think the show has added an extra layer of, mysterious, factors to it, which I think has been really good so far, and I think they've done a better job on that end, and I think it's been good. Now, the TV show also has another advantage, which is the Warlord storyline. That was one thing that really developed Lance into a really messed up dude. Same thing with Toby. And let's also bring this one up too. I mean, the addition of Toby in the TV show is a major advantage for the TV show version of things, I would say. Now, in the comics, we do have Rick, we do have Michonne, we do have more characters than we do in the TV show. So yes, that is true. Rick is there and whatever. But honestly, guys, I think the TV show still wins in this regard because we do still have Negan, right? And Negan's going to be meeting Mercer in episode 17, or at least one of the episodes in the back half. So, we are going to see Negan actually interact with Mercer. And as much as I love comic Rick, TV Negan in the Commonwealth is something we never got in the comics. And I think that's a big advantage of the TV show. And I also think, having like Father Gabriel there and Aaron and stuff, yeah, definitely. And I would say the final few things I can say for comics versus TV show, Stephanie, I'm going to give it to the comics. At least the comics went, to the point. The TV show, they did this whole fake out of who is Stephanie and who's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to definitely go comics on that one. At least the comics, got to the point right away and we didn't waste our time, And, obviously the last thing I'll kind of mention is we've had more action in the TV show. We never had a bus yard shootout. We never had all this kind of stuff. So I guess what I'm really saying here, and really to kind of conclude it, I am going to obviously mention for the end that the comics does pull something at the end. Obviously, again, final spoiler warning, they do end up killing Rick at the end of the comics by Sebastian. Now, we're going to have to see what they do with this in the TV show, and I feel like this is going to be the make it or break it, but so far, guys, honestly, aside from that worry, yeah, Commonwealth had a better introduction in the comics, but like everything else, it's going to go to the show, honestly. The only thing I can say is that the introduction's better in the comics. That's all I got. So, yeah, TV show, I think Commonwealth is in the lead. So we'll see what 11C does. We'll see how it kind of wraps it up and the full actual, bottom line, which one's better. But so far, I think the TV show is really, really doing a lot better. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Which one do you think is better? Which one do you think will end better as well, too? Are you as worried about the TV show ending the Commonwealth storyline as you were as the comics? Let me know, and that is it for this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any other future videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to also follow me on Dan's fans, The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories, walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.